is all they do. They go red, green, blue, round and flat. Bueno, que bueno, que bueno. Hey, 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 hey. Cuánto chromatismo. They never tried a monochrome. It's a Bruce Lee kick. It's a magic trip for your eyes. Hey, such a colorful studio. Hey, psicodelico portfolio. Hey, is rainbows, butterflies, and unicorns. How can they sing so high without taking any drugs?
Thank you so much. Okay, I'm Veronica. I'm very happy to be here. It's my first talk in the United States. It's my first talk at Canva Create, and it's my first talk that my daughter is in the audience. So I'm a very little nervous. Also, English is not my native language, but I try to do my best. So yes, I'm the founder and creative director of Hey. It's a design studio based in Barcelona. I'm from Spain, so this is my QR. You can scan that. It's my contact details. Everything is there. Okay. And as I said, I founded the studio 18 years ago this year. When I say that, I feel a little bit old, but it's a long time ago, yeah. And this is how we work. We are 6 people at the studio, all women, and the nucleo is Hey. We are designers and a project manager, a motion designer, but when we work for companies, for clients, we tailor up a specific team around the world. Like if it's a project in the United States, so maybe the copywriting is from here. So I like to be small and grow when it's needed, okay? So this is my team: Marina, designer; Claudia, the project manager; Violeta, the junior designer; Laia, the motion designer; and myself. Okay, so what we do is creative strategies and visual languages around the world for clients around the world. And the next slide is a video of the recap of next past year.
Slippers of Versace in my daydream. Just to gain a little insight, I moved into your eyeline and the moonbeams. I bet your ex is...
Okay, thank you. So my goal, since I was a study graphic design, was to democratize design. So for me, graphic design must be for everybody, for all kind of persons in the world, of kind of ages, and also another goal is that must be accessible and meaningful. So this is my top values of the studio. So also this is the leitmotif, my North Star as a woman, as a studio that is led by me as a woman. I think we inspire the world with feminine energy and also bringing happiness and beauty to all our projects. And I think it's opposite to one of the founders, this Mark, said masculine energy. No. We need more feminine energy, and the world will be a better world with that. But let's start with some fun. This is the website of Hey that we designed it 2 years ago. That I know that designing a website is the worst project in the world because there are so much projects you need to do, so much tech. Thanks for AI, now it's easier, of course. But I think websites now, it's like an Instagram account or whatever. You need to do something spectacular. It's a product, okay? So you need to do something special for that. So this is what we did. So you can scan the code again, and let's have some fun. So you can leave a message when you go. So this is what we do with a friend of ours that they do creative coding. So when you go inside the website, you can leave a message. and it's interactive. This is the program we use with for the website.
Rafa, pero que swing y no me la doy, manito. Rosario.
Also, with the phone or the mobile, it's moving. You can move all the shapes and you can play around the website, the homepage. And also I can decide, I can change the colors, I can change the movement, the floating, and many things that I can control.
Con mucho swing, swing, swing. Moviendo las caderas. Ok, mujeres. Moviendo las caderas. Todo el mundo. Moviendo las caderas. Moviendo las caderas. A la derecha, a la izquierda, a la derecha, a la izquierda, a la derecha, a la izquierda, a la derecha. Otra vez. Moviendo las caderas.
Okay, let's finish. Sorry, it's quite long. So this is the website. At the end is the portfolio. It's very simple, but for me, the good thing is that I want it to be super correct in all the devices. That it's very difficult nowadays, but creating something that works everywhere, it's very, very difficult. So at the end, when we did that and we created design, I decided to give away to everybody, to open source. And I think this is part of our contribution. You can download a template and use that at your portfolio on website. So let's go with some projects. This is a project I did many, many years ago with one of my best friends. It's from here, it's from Miami. And she said to me, okay, Vero, I want to work with you. And I said, let's talk. I need to think about that because you are my best friend and I want you to be my best friend forever. So I think about that and I said, okay, I want to work on that project, but please let's put boundaries between the project and our friendship. And she said, okay, I have this project. It's a marmalade vegetables. And she wanted to make something completely different what is going on right now. And she gave me completely freedom. So we did also, she had very low budget, like all the times when we work with friends. And I said, okay, let's go with the concept because this kind of product, she said, is for parties, like side parties, So, and I have just 1 week to think about that. So party was the concept and confetti. So let's put the confetti in all the branding. So you can see the labels are with the small holes that she made by hand at the beginning. And when she sold the company, it was a die cut. And also, it's not just the labels, just also the branding. So I think nowadays that we live in the era of AI, I think craftness is very, very important. I think it's the way that things will be different and not alike of others. So for example, that was the business cards. So all were unique, different holes, different positions. But at the same time, we do a lot of works that it's more conventional. Like this one, this is Neo, is a company in Spain and France. They do supplement vitamins for your daily life. So it was a product design, a packaging design it was inspired by different islands in the Mediterranean. So each supplement has a different name, a different pattern, also across all the social media and packaging. This is more a conventional project, but also many years ago, that was my first alcoholic project. It was for Caravel. It's a very small company in Barcelona, and it's a partner. They are a couple, and they said to me, okay, Vero, we want to see our first honeymoon trip in these labels because we went on this honeymoon on a Caravel van that was a Volkswagen van. I didn't know that at that time. So you can imagine 70s, this retro design. So that's the reason this is retro because a lot of people said, this is quite retro. There's a meaning behind that. So at the end, depends of the flavor, change just the colors of the landscape. And because it's a craft beer, they love to change the flavors every 3 months. That is nice, actually. So we continue with this look. This is quite retro a little bit. So it's changing every 3 months it's a new print, no, on the beer. And this is a special project that we did for the COVID time. So we were in Barcelona, and this couple told me, "Vera, we want to do something happy, you know? We are very sad in our homes, so we want to that the people can buy cocktails and you receive it at your home in Barcelona. So when you receive this cocktail, it's random. It could be a spritz, a vermouth, or whatever. So this is how we made it, because it was locally just for Barcelona. And we had plenty of time at my home with my daughters. So we print the labels, and the colors is the stickers. So that was a way that we can make it super different, each can. And also it was super, super unique. And no, you can find a can that is the same. So they continue growing, and now they are a big company, not at the beginning. So now they started with no alcohol soda, and this is the design we did last year. Also, they continue with this retro feeling, no, a little bit, so that's the reason this design is a little bit retro. And yes, also because I accepted this project, that it was not for the money, it was for the portfolio. So other project came because of that. So for example, that was a project we did many years ago. This is from Canada, a company. It's called Daydream. And at that time, this drink has a little bit of CBD inside. And at that time in Barcelona, Spain, CBD wasn't allowed. And I'm also a very healthy person. I never smoke anything, so you know. So the client said, okay, when you drink this, so you feel a little bit dizzy. And okay, and I imagine myself, like the name of the company is Dream, no? So Dream, I close my eyes. And when you close your eyes, you see colors, right? It's not just black. So I imagine this pattern, and I wanted to replicate this idea to the cans. So depends of the flavor, it's a different texture, a different pattern. So this is how we made. In front of the studio, very, very professional, very professional. So it's handmade, okay? And we wanted to replicate this pattern, this idea of dizzy, in the flavors. Okay, so we did many, many patterns, and we selected the good ones only. And I think I know many of you asked me about this project, okay, but you can make it with filters, you know, with affinity filtered liquor. I know that I can make that like that, but I was looking for imperfection, because when you look for perfection, you stay like hours and hours, like trying to find the best curve, the best color, you know? And this is not nice at the end. And I think imperfection makes us human and makes it some unique. This is how we make, why we wanted to make this. And at the end, through the years, this is the kind of project that I really enjoy, when the branding is human-centric, because nobody can replicate that. And this is what makes us unique as designers, because now I see with AI, it's very simple and easy to replicate. So finding this human-centric branding is what is going to be us as the designers, why people is going to hire us. That was a project we did many years ago. Also, it's called Arrels. It's a Catalan name. Arrels means roots in English. So that was the idea to bring the roots of the countryside to the city in the shape of a shoe. And we did the design, the branding, and this is the brand book. So the brand book is a small booklet, and every 2 double pages there is a blue page that every people can cut, you know? So you can make your own booklet, and you can make your own roots, because roots are different. There is no one that is the same. So at the end, we created this booklet in a very, very unique way. And at the end, for me, creativity as a designer, because I study graphic design, is the foundation of innovation in many, many things, not just my profession, in all the professions. This is very important. Another project we did this year was, this is an annual of creativity, advertising creativity in Spain. So the brief was, is the 25th anniversary of the company, of the organization. So we must be silver. Okay, this was the brief. And we need to be unique because of course AI is here, is treating us, so we need to be unique and also silver. So it was complicated. So the idea was when you buy the book, it's silver, it's all silver. And then you can scratch it and reveal the text that is behind that. So it's at the end we find this silver book and something that is unique, but all books are very, very unique. And also one thing that we do at the studio is side projects. I really love side projects, working not just for companies or clients. So I really enjoy like working for our own projects. As a designers, we love glitch, right? When you see a glitch on the computer, it's like, wow, you know? So one day, I this glitch that was very very nice, and I said, okay, Yulaya, let's do some motion with this glitch. Okay, I was a little bit upset with that, I know. And then I said, okay, let's do a poster and let's sell it online. And we sell this glitch as a poster. But at the end, I said, okay, let's do a carpet. Okay, so from a glitch to a carpet, yeah. I think at the end, everything is creativity. As a designer, it's not just about logos or brands, it's everything, you know? Even sunglasses. So a brand from Barcelona contacted us to design sunglasses, and the brief was free, whatever you want. And we said, okay, whatever you want, are you true? Yes. So we create this idea that it took almost 3 years, okay, to make. And so you buy the glasses, is the mold that is white that you can see, and then you can create your own glasses with different shapes, okay? And at the end, you can create 1,600 different kind of glasses, okay? So that was our idea. I know that it's not like very useful, but I think its creativity is here to inject things that you can never see before, you know? And I'm very happy to share this is the last project we did a product design as well. It took 3 years. And also is a collaboration with a watch company in Hong Kong. And the brief was also free. Do whatever you want. So we wanted to create inside the numbers the watch in a floating way. So with the movement, the numbers float in a very, very funny way. So this is the numbers. And you can see the motion here. This is how it is. So that's why it took almost 3 years to make, because it's a little bit complicated, but we can make it. Another side project, it was, I work with Alex Trichut, is a friend of mine that is from Spain, from Barcelona, living in San Francisco. And I said to him, let's do a 3D, it was before AI, let's do a 3D marbling ball that reminds us our childhood, and let's share this idea to social media, Instagram, whatever. And we really love that. And it came the NFT, and I said to Alec, let's sell this as NFT. And we sold that, only one. I tried other things and never happened, but we sold one to NFT. And I said, why don't we do this in real, like the carpet, you know? And we did this blowing glass ball. And for me, this is amazing as a designer, like to work in a project that is a digital art with numbers there, you know, and at the same time working in a technique that is from 1 century after Christ. You know, this is creativity. This is what we need to do, and we need to learn. Okay, this is amazing for me. And I think getting inspiration for the past to imagine the future is super inspiring for me. This is the way I can be a better designer. Okay, let's talk about changing the idea. Okay. Also, as I said at the beginning, I'm a woman. As you maybe know, as designer or creatives, we are around everywhere. Like the design schools is more than 50% women. Okay, in agencies, in design, it's full of women. But as a leaders, there's only 12% in the world. Okay, and it means a lot for me. We need to change that. So 5 years ago, I've created this project. It's a Women at Work by Hey, and it's a podcast. And now it's supported by Canva, that is helping us to make this project happen. And we interview many women designers from 5 years ago. I'm not the host. Anne Guerra is the host. She's the journalist. This is the podcast. We interviewed to Lisa, so some top members that Paula shared, Debbie, Joanna. And I think it's a way like to show references to young people and say, okay, you can make your project. You can lead a team. You can go there, okay? It's not just at 12%, we can arrive more and more. And we need this kind of project. This is a small project as Hey, but I think we can make it in a big scale as well. And in 2014, I opened a Hey shop because I am a person that I have many, many ideas, as you have seen. So I said, okay, let's take advantage of that. So I opened the store, and I always think, okay, let's open mine. So at the beginning, it was just posters. As a designer, we love posters, notebooks, everything that is very, very print. And I started like that, super like easy. But one day, after doing a lot of posters and notebooks, I was a little bit tired. And I said, okay, but we can design not just a poster, we can design a lot of things, no? I mean, it could be a bag, it could be a jumper, like many, many things. Of course, it's more complicated because you need to find suppliers, a lot of things. But I think it's an open window that opened like 5 years ago, and now we can do many, many things, and in the Hey spirit as well. So also, it's a way like clients can see these projects and contact us because of that. So what a project that started being offline now is also, online, now is also offline. So there is a store in the Barcelona that you can see, you can see all the design, the values of the studio, you can drink a very good coffee, you can see all the techniques that we used to do at the studio, you can learn from the history of graphic design, and you can do like these techniques that are from centuries ago, and this is what really passionate about me. That's something I think physical is very, very important right now, because it's the way that makes things real and human. And I think it's that's the way you brands, you see that they create these small coffees, super nice coffees, okay? There's the story why, because everything needs to be physical. You need visit them and touch it. So I think also now I'm using AI, of course, because I love that. And I think AI for me is the way to create worlds that I would love to live. You know, all the things that I can imagine, now I can make it happen because I have a tool that I can visualize my ideas and make it yours. So for example, this in a way that it's very Hey as well, or maybe this, no? And I think for me is a very open window that you can realize your ideas in a very fast and easy way. So this is just a playground that I was testing some months ago. But at the end, design is, sorry about this motion, it's a mistake. Design is 360 degrees, it's everything. It's from a blowing glass, for an NFT, for an AI, wherever, I think, everything. But we need to learn from the past, because I think the only way to learn and to improve is to know the past, and is the way to innovate. Okay, thank you so much.